Hello guys, in today's video my microphone most likely sucks because I changed some sort of weird setting or something and now it won't work. But we have something more important to worry about, which is my updated presidential election map for 2024. Today and probably for the future, I don't know. Unless somebody types in the comments they don't like it or something. Honestly, don't care. But instead of going from the northeastern states to the southwestern states, I'm just gonna go from the safe margin, likely margin, lean margin, and tilt margin. Basically, whoever wins that state by a lot, pretty decently big, pretty small to very, very small. So I'm going to start with the safe Democratic states. Oh, and also, Happy Easter. If you're watching it, the day it comes out. So, I'm going to start with the safe Democrat states. I'm going to go California, of course, a very liberal state. Definitely going to go safe Democrat. Washington, D.C., not really a very liberal state, but a very liberal area. Maryland, Delaware, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. New York, we could also throw in there probably. Vermont, let's see. Illinois probably, and Hawaii definitely. Yeah, I think that's good. So, we're going to go to the safe Republican states. We got a lot here. Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, the Dakotas, Nebraska. The popular vote in Nebraska overall could probably go safe to Trump, giving him another 2 electoral votes. District 1 and 3 of Nebraska, individually, those 2 districts could go safe to Donald Trump. We have Kansas and Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Missouri, Iowa. A lot of people, when they do Iowa, they put it likely Republican. I think Trump has a big enough lead in that state for it to go safe to him. So we have Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Indiana, Ohio. That's another one a lot of people put as likely. I think in my last one, I'm pretty sure I put that likely too. I think Trump's lead is probably big enough in that state to make it safe. Just a note, how more conservative and Republican Trump has made Ohio ever since he won it in 2016 is wild. We really didn't know which way that state was going to go. Trump ended up winning it and just kept on getting more and more conservative since then. So, also South Carolina. And that should be good. Alright, going to likely Democrat states. Oregon and Washington. Those are, I say 20. Oh, of course. Anyway, those 2 states could probably be safe Democrat states. I could see that happening. But for now, I'm going to put them as likely. Same thing with New Jersey and Connecticut. It's very possible they go safe Democrat, but I want to do them that way. Let's see here. Right, the 1st District of Maine could also go likely Democrat, and I believe that's it. I'm going to say that's it. Okay, likely Republican states. Definitely Texas and Florida. North Carolina, it's kind of crazy, actually. In just a few months back, nobody really knew which way North Carolina was going to go, but I think Trump has taken a big lead, considering, again, nobody knew where that state could have gone. For him taking it by a likely margin, at least I'm predicting, is quite a big change there. I could see that a lot of people are saying that could go to lean and more modern predictions. I could say that's probably possible. I could also see North Carolina going safe Republican, but I'm going to go sort of in the middle there. I'm going to put it likely. District 2 of Maine. That could also go likely to the Republicans. Nevada or whatever. I always screw that up. I still don't know which way is correct, but that state, that's another one. Nobody really knew which way that state could have gone. In my very, very early predictions, I had that going to Biden. I actually had that going to Biden by likely, I think, in my earliest one, my first video ever, actually. But since then, it's gotten way more conservative and Republican. I've heard a lot of stuff about a lot of, I think, like volunteering work in Nevada for President Trump. If that's really what changed it to make it go this much to him, they absolutely did a good job. It might have just been the perspective of people changing, not because of them. That's very possible, but it's probably both, really. Alright, moving on. We have, let's see here, Alaska. Honestly, I think Alaska could go safe to Donald Trump if it weren't for RFK Jr. He's really taking a lot of votes from Biden and Trump in that state specifically. I can see a lot of people who would have voted for Biden or a lot of people who would have voted for Trump going for RFK Jr. instead, which decreases both of their leads there. I think that'll also decrease Trump's lead. Instead of making it a safe margin, I think it's going to be likely. Even without RFK Jr., it could also probably go likely. It's not one of those states like Wyoming or whatever that's very die-hard Republican. It's pretty Republican state though, usually anyway, in presidential elections. So, yapping anyway. Probably that should be good. Let's go to lean Democrat states. Colorado and New Mexico. Those are two states where I could see it going likely. I'm going to put them as lean, though. Virginia. A lot of people are saying that could go likely. I can't really see that, honestly. For a little while, I hadn't made a map in that span of time, but for a little bit, I could have believed it could go likely. For now, I'm just going to put it as lean. Leaning Republican states. This is where things start to get a little bit wild, and I wouldn't blame you if you think I could be wrong in a lot of these. So, I want to say lean Arizona could probably lean to Donald Trump. You could say tilt. I guess that could work too. Likely that's a big stretch there. If it obviously continues, Trump really overall nationally keeps on doing better and better and better, I could see in the future Arizona going likely. But I think that's definitely a stretch right now. Georgia, another one of those states. A lot of people saying it's a tilt state to Donald Trump. I could see that too. So don't blame you if you think that's sort of weird. And I guess we could throw in Wisconsin there too. Sort of another one of those states. Same deal going on. That should be good. So, now we have Maine's overall popular vote. I think that could tilt to Biden. We have, this one is a little bit more of a wilder one. Maine isn't actually that wild for doing that, but New Hampshire definitely is. I could see the possibility of New Hampshire going leaning to Biden instead of tilting. Making New Hampshire tilting to the Democrats is a little bit of a stretch, like I said, but I think I'm going to do it for now. We have Nebraska District 2. Really all of these tilt Democrat states are a little bit of a stretch. That one is too. Probably the biggest of them all, though, is Minnesota. I could 100% agree with you if you're saying that's going to go lean. I'm going to say it's going to go to a tilt margin, though, for this video. And states that tilt to Donald Trump, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. honestly, Pennsylvania I could possibly see going to Biden. I think it's probably the closest state slash district slash territory, I guess, with this D.C. and all the wild districts with Maine and Nebraska. But probably out of all those whatever states, and just gonna say the same thing I just said. Damn it. So anyway, states, blah blah blah, places that have electoral votes. Out of all those places, sorry about that. Pennsylvania probably gonna be the closest one. I'm gonna say Trump takes a very slight lead there. Michigan, I could also see that actually leaning to Donald Trump. So a little bit, I guess. How do I explain that? Stretch of a prediction, mainly for Trump in a lot of these states. In future predictions, I could see this maybe going even more to Trump. Maybe it could go more to Biden. I don't really know. But that should be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a good Easter. Again, if you're watching it, watching this video today, it's Easter. And yeah. Have a good one. Adios.